Industry Day at the Range 2024. I'm here with Trevor from Shadow Systems. Tell us what you got.
Okay, so you guys have been so great and already highlighting the XR920P. The other gun we're releasing that's compensated this year is the MR920P, which is essentially the same gun, same top end, same compensator, but with our shorter 15+1 grip. So the MR has always been our most popular model. For those that are maybe a little more recoil sensitive or want a little more control, it's the right gun for them. And so that's the biggest release. And if you haven't highlighted the QD method for the comp, we can show that as well, but that's the main value of our comp is that it's very easy to service and remove. It's a quick detach, coolest removal of the compensator.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's probably one of the nicest parts is you're not dealing with, shims or anything like that. It's easy to take off if you want to.
That's right.
And, having shot the CR920P before that XRP came out, it was really nice to see basically the same system.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like the big thing I think I highlighted in the XR920P review was the fact that it's a factory comped pistol, meaning you're buying this pistol, everything's covered by Shadow Systems, and you're not having to deal with adding stuff onto an aftermarket job.
Yeah, I think so. It's covered by our warranty. We've designed it and optimized it for the weight of our slide and our barrel. We know that it works. It works with standard weight springs, and you're just not going to get into a situation where if you do have issues, you're not sure is it the comp, is it the gun? It's Shadow. It's us, and we can square it away. So the CR920P was kind of that precursor of that design. The XR920P and MR920P take that same super small footprint and bring it forward on the larger guns, which of course fit in a 17 holster, and that's the core value there for that attachment method is it's very short and small.
Right. Yeah, that's nice. But you guys have something a little more special than just like your top pistols over here, don't you?
Yeah.
Like all new.
We're stepping out into a whole new world, right? And it's a bit of a crowded world, but I want to tell you about why we did it. So we're releasing the HS923 Suppressor this year at SHOT Show, and it is a lightweight 9mm dedicated can. Why did we do that? Well, we've seen so many people put suppressors on their Shadow Systems pistols, and frankly, they often have mixed results. People will put great big heavy 45 cans or all-steel cans, and sometimes it's a different spring that's required or things get a little sketchy, and we said, look, let's release a 9mm optimized can for a Shadow Systems pistol, but let's also do it in a way that's modular and kind of does a lot for the price point, a lot for the tax stamp. So I want to show you that one now. This would be the HS923 can, handgun suppressor 923, in its long configuration. And what I mean is this extended baffle section is removable. So you can reconfigure the can to be short like this. So that's one tax stamp, one suppressor, but two different versions. Again, with a lightweight construction, a titanium glass baffle for durability, and kind of most interestingly, the end cap uses a wrench that you carry around all the time. So I don't want to point it too much toward the camera there, but you use the slide rails of the pistol as the wrench. So you could actually wrench the can's end cap on and off with the slide rails of the pistol. So if you're going from a long to short configuration and you need to remove it, or if you're performing maintenance, it's really easy to take the suppressor end cap off.
Yeah, okay? No extra tools.
No extra tools, and a lot of times with suppressor end caps, you'll need to use kind of a small tool, which tends to maybe mar up the finish a little bit more because it has sharp corners on it. The big slide rails and the big grooves on the end cap, things stay nice and pretty, and it's really easy to take it on and off.
Yeah, it looks good too.
Yeah.
Looks like it matches that bronze barrel really well.
Yeah, it does. We chose to do a bronze piston on the can just for fun, and we will of course have other thread patterns or fixed spacers available for it as well.
Looks good. Well, let's shoot it.
Yeah, let's shoot it. So I've got the long configuration and I've got the short configuration. So these 17 round mags would be for the long configuration, and there's the short. There's the for the short. There's the long.
Okay.
So go ahead and shoot the long one first.
All right. You good? John, good? It's quiet too.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but that's freakishly quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really quiet.
And that's the whole thing, right? If you're going to have a modular can, you might as well have a version that is like super sick quiet, and then you can have the shorter version for Instagram.
Right. And on top of that, right now we're getting that full-length can. Good lock back, it's running reliably, and this gun is very dirty.
Yes, it is. So put the short one on, and you really won't, or use the short
Yeah.
one. You really won't notice a huge difference. It's still a very quiet can. I'm very proud of that. And again, you know, you get both in the same box, which is great.
That's sweet. It's quiet too.
It's quiet.
Really
It's
quiet.
Now it is a dedicated 9mm can, which, you know, some people might say, well, I want to put it on my 300 blackout and I want to put it on my 500. And our philosophy is, look, it's going to be in the market for less than $700. It's going to be dedicated to a Shadow Systems gun. You know it's going to work. And it's a 9mm can. Yeah, you could shoot 380 or 22 or something through it. You really, it's for your 9mm pistol, and it's going to work well, and it's going to give you that modularity, which I think has a lot of value.
Yeah. And I think, too, one of the biggest things that we notice is that the price point that these are coming in at is reasonable for anybody who wants to get one.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of people who maybe Shadow Systems was their first gun, and it's a great way to have it be their first can, too.
Let's shoot one more through here. That's sweet. That's really sweet. All right, you'll shoot the MRP?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I call it the MRP. It's way easier to say.
No, it is. Yeah, it's the MRP. That's what we call it, too. All right, so you got plenty of ammo here. Those are all like 17s and 15s. They'll both work for you. And if you want to shoot it alongside a regular MR, we got some.
Oh, I carry the Foundation series as my EDC.
Really?
I love that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's great.
literally, I love that gun.
I love that.
I love it. Because I get people all the time, they'll be like, what do you actually carry? I'm like, a Shadow Systems HS923. They're like, no, you're just saying that because you like doing stuff with it. I was like, no, I actually carry it every day. Woo! Shadow Systems 2024 has some awesome offerings. You guys know that we're huge fans of the XR920P already. The MR920P I'll have to get my hands on. Probably even want to start carrying that instead of my MR920. The new cans, whether it's the long one or the short one, being modular like that is good for an entire market of people. The reasonable price, they shoot well, and on top of that, they're quiet. And on top of all of this stuff, quality products from Shadow Systems.